How's it going, you fantastic people? It's Artifact, and today we have a bass which you can decide if you like or you hate. Let's have a quick listen to the loop. So, this bass I made in Vital. The preset is now on my Patreon. Come along to Patreon, say hello, and grab loads of free stuff and help support me and the channel. If not, we can still be friends, just not quite as good friends. The wub that I've made here, I'm talking about the remapping section in Vital again today because I found another way that I can use it to my advantage to get these intricate little modulations in the sound and sort of go one step further by using them. So actually I've got here is a bunch of sine waves, and this one, is this one a sine wave? I think this started off as a saw wave, yeah, and then I vocoded it and frequency modulated it from oscillator 2. But look at that bass. It's a thing of beauty, isn't it? But what we've done is to create that kind of main like wub. It's a lot of modulations on LFO2, and I've done a sort of pattern. So if I hold it down, you know, I've got a few different ones which I kind of played in the groove, you know. And this little one in the middle which kind of only comes up a little bit, so it's kind of like a ghost hit almost. But what we're going to talk about is the things that I've modulated are, I believe, I don't actually know, chorus mix, no frequency modulation. All right. Basically, I think a lot of it is just going down in the effects. Obviously, the filter is the main thing. Jesus Christ. H Christ. Jesus, H Mary and Joseph. I'm never turning that off again. Alright. Really sorry about your ears. Yeah, the main kind of movement is all coming from the filter on the LFO. And then there's a few other things that go up and down with the filter. And these are the things that we're going to tweak in the mod remapping section, so pay attention. It's mostly the chorus, how much chorus we're using, how much reverb we've got on the mix. Where is the reverb gone? Here it is. It goes up a little bit. And the drive on the distortion as well. And kind of those three things, as well as obviously the filter, we're going to go on now into the matrix and we're going to tweak those. So you can see here, right, all the modulation settings we've got. If we just click sort of here, so we can select the kind of channel without it clicking on something else. So I'm going to select just to the right of this thing, of this line. And yeah, you can kind of see what's going on. You know, if I choose the filter again, so just hold your ears, but the filter cut off. If I turn it off here, okay, our ears are safe. But you can see here, I've turned it off, that modulation, so we know that that's the one that we've selected and that we're tweaking. So now to tweak this main kind of one here, we can actually change the shape of how it's modulating. So it kind of always starts off like it with a kind of saw up. But what I've done is I've gone and changed it to a sine wave, which has disappeared. It's here it is. And then I've done a similar thing on, for example, the reverb. You know, I've chosen this sine wave, and here on the distortion, I've chosen this sine wave. But on all of these, I can sort of just shape the sine wave so that the timing happens very differently on each one. And then because the timing of the reverb modulation happens differently to the timing of the distortion, to the timing of the filter, we can use the timing by just changing the shape of this sine wave to intricately change how the sound is going to come out in the end. So it's something that you can just tweak while you're listening to it. So if we just have a little play with it now and see if we can make it a little bit better. So this is the distortion. We're going to just change the kind of shape. So here I've got a bit more of a dynamic kind of slow, starts off a bit lower and then comes up a bit faster at the end. So I kind of like that. Let's have a look at what the reverb's doing. You know, do I want it to come on straight away, or do I want it to come back and sort of come on a bit later? I think I quite like a lot of reverb on it. Kind of like brings the sound together a bit. Everything's just to taste really. And then the filter, this is kind of the most important one. See, we can open it up a little bit more, so I quite like that. Let's have a little look at the distortion. Have I done that one already? I think I've done that one already. The chorus is another one that we've got on here as well. I'm going to leave that a little bit lower. And then, yeah, for example, you know, one that I haven't modulated, which is the delay. It normally just starts like this. So you can just go ahead and you can draw in your own shape, or you can just go to the sine mode, for example. I think I'm going to leave that one on how it was. Actually, no, maybe not. Just this tiny little bit of delay at the end of the sound. But anyway, this is actually taking things to the next level now for me, because, you know, if I were just creating a normal patch, a normal sound, and I've got my main LFO on everything like I normally do, then, by the way, before I finish that sentence, if any of you guys still are thinking about doing one-on-one tuition with me, then don't be shy. Send an email to info@artifactmusic.com for pricing. And also, if you're a Patreon supporter, you can get lessons for discount. Same with presets, and also with my love, that also comes at a discount. Just kidding. It's not all about the money, but I've got to do something to try and support my channel and myself. So yeah, bit of a shameful plug. But anyway, yeah, my sentence that I was about to finish was, you know, all of these normal modulations that I put on like the oscillators or on the effects that I normally go ahead and do. Now, once I've done that, I'm going to go into the matrix. I'm going to select on the different channel, and I'm going to tweak the little things, even if it's just tweaking this kind of curve a little bit, so I can kind of get a little bit of extra separation between all of those modulations in a nice, easy way, just by going onto this and making some tweaks afterwards. So it's just extra nipple tweaking for those of you who like your nipples tweaked. Yeah. Hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day, and much love. Peace.